when I started out, my first mobile setup, nobody even hunted mobile in those days. They looked at you like you were nuts. You know, nobody had even heard of it. That was something that I just did. So I had, they didn't have climbing sticks, but they had screw-in steps.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did was I took duct tape and I taped them around the whole handle portion, or not duct tape, but electrical tape. Put it around the
Yep.
whole handles of the screw steps, and then I put a rubber band or a hair thing around it to hold them
Mm-hmm.
together so that they didn't rattle. And those went in a pocket, and that's what I used to climb the tree. And then I took a heavy steel stand, and I had hose around a portion of the chain because they didn't have straps back in those days that would go around tree, and I would have everything hooked up and strapped on, and so it couldn't rattle. I'd have tape around all the stuff that would make noise when it would hit each other, like the seat hitting the platform and stuff, because nothing was made to be mobile. It's made to put in a
Right.
tree and leave it there. So I literally would have a setup that would, that didn't include sticks that would weigh 25 pounds. And it would dig into your back because it had teeth to dig into the tree.
Yep.
And I would have to make a strap for it because they didn't make straps for backpacking them because people just put them in a tree and left them there.
Right.
And I would use that mobile, and I still killed deer. Matter of fact, arguably, I killed some bigger deer back in those days than I do now.
Yeah. Did you ever have like one of those?
My bows at rummage sales, they didn't even fit me.
Yeah. Right.
Matter of fact, my bows would be all busted up. I can remember one time being at full draw on a deer, and my bow exploding while I'm looking at the deer through the sights. Probably because I was overdrawing it because it didn't fit me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I remember when I was little, my bow, the string came off the track or whatever. I pulled back on a deer and couldn't shoot it. The cams twisted all around and everything, scared the crap out of me. I thought I was gonna get in trouble for my dad because I thought I broke it or something, but it just ended up being, I don't know, just an old bow. How they used to be. Never had one blow up though. Do you remember your first I don't know, like your mobile setup that you bought, and you're like, man, this is nice. Like, was it ever one of them like old Baker climbers people are talking about in this?
Oh, I had a Baker climber. That thing was just scary. I don't
That's what
even
I
know.
heard.
I think somebody just gave it to me, and it was just. I can see why they gave it to me. They probably didn't like me. Yeah, if you sat down, and you just move your feet a little, you'd lose your bottom, and you're sitting on the seat, 25 up with no way to get down. You'd have to bear hug a tree to get down. And then I started using it with no top because if you sat down, you'd just lose the bottom. And then somebody came up with the smart idea of tying them together. Believe it or not, nobody had ever really heard about that until then. But I used to just bear hug the tree and climb up because if you kept your weight on it, it wouldn't fall, but it would still fall sometimes. Like if you step too close to the tree, all of a sudden, boom, you fly like 10 feet.
God.
Oh, they were dangerous. People just got killed out of them and broken backs constantly.
That's
I
what I
couldn't
heard.
believe, nowadays they'd never allow something like that.
No, when I was 9, I got a Summit Viper for Christmas. That was my first real nice stand. And that thing, I still in the barn. I used that thing so much when I was younger. But
yeah, anyway. Climbers were the big thing. They were the first big mobile thing, and the people in the South were the first people to really start grasping that mobile concept, like what I was doing up here, when the climbers started being a big thing. But what they were missing was they couldn't get into any tree. So when I got climbers, my problem is I was hunting too far back.
Yeah, right.
So having to choose trees. Now that's not every terrain. I mean, if you get into some stuff like hill country and stuff, you can get to an area where there's good trees all over the place. But even there, when you start getting onto stuff that's been logged and stuff like that, you have to get on edge. Edge is conductive with limby trees.
Yep.
So when you get on the edge of something that's small, limby trees. And for me, one of the keys for really killing a lot of big bucks is getting in little tiny trees that are limby. And just, get to where the deer are.
Yep.
I often say, I kill these deer where I can hear or see them get out of a bed, and I shoot them at closing time. I'm literally in the only tree out of a million trees you could shoot that deer out of in a lot of cases.
Right.
Certainly some cases I could be 1 or 2 trees back, but it's literally, I mean, right down to the spot and where the wind is and how it flows through there and what's going on. There's like one spot you can be. And if you don't have the equipment to be in that spot, you're kind of screwed.
Yep. You could get away with a climber here, and if you're hitting the hill country around here, and a lot of
Yeah,
guys,
but still, you might get into a spot where the tree you should be in, you can't use the climber.
yeah, 100%. And then the guys that, like you were talking about, the guys down south, a lot of guys down south still use climbers. Like they, you know, they prefer them. They are typically more comfortable than us.
They can be pretty light too.
You could make one real light.
Yeah.
If you wanted, if you know, there's not really much on the market anymore. I don't know.
Well, we're working on one.
Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be sweet.
Hey everybody, if you like the channel, make sure you subscribe right here. And if you like the clips, I got 2 more options for you. 2 options right here. Subscribe right here. See you guys.